and gentlemen, we are convening here to examine Heytham Mehdi معتوق in the content of his thesis entitled A Reader Response Study of Different Translations of Surah Al-Takweer. The examining committee consists of Assistant Professor Dr. Maha Tahir Isa, القادسية University, Faculty College of Arts, Lecturer Dr. Abdul Amir Hussein Ali, College of Arts, Basra University, Professor Dr. Karim Khalaf Al Ali, Basra University, as a member and supervisor, and myself, Professor Dr. Mehdi Faleh Hisham Ghazali of College of Arts, الجامعة المستنصرية University. First of all, I ask the students to introduce his work in the way he likes.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقل ربي زدني علما. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Good morning, Islamic community and the audience. I'm grateful for having this opportunity to express myself for this study titled A Reader Response Study of the Translations of Surah Al-Takweer. It's a great honor to stand among you today. I'm sure I will get the benefit from your comments and corrections. Wolfgang Isa describes formalism as a literary theory to constitute meaning in favor of reader response theory. So, reader response theory describes how people read and what happens when they read. It is developed by a woman named Louise Rosenblatt back in the 40s. The basic premise of this theory is related to the reader's interpretation of the text rather than to the author intended meaning. It describes how the reader and the text come together, the former with his attitudes, beliefs, and experience from life, and the latter with its features, characters, and the mutable language. When they come together, meaning is constituted. I am highly interested in the glorious Quran. Also, to increase the reader's knowledge regarding this subject, henceforth, few studies have been attempted to consider either reader response theory in Iraq. Non-Arab readers face a thorny problem regarding their translation to the glorious Quran. So, this gap should be studied extensively. The study is limited to non-Arab readers who speak English to different translations of Surah Al-Takweer. The hypothesis of this study investigates the relationship between the two main variables, the reader and the text. It is hypothesized that 1. Multi-reading is a crucial request for non-Arab readers to comprehend the glorious Quran. 2. Readers inherently choose the text that shares the same cultural backgrounds with them. 3. Although the anonymity of the translators of the glorious Quran, Muslim readers are deemed to choose text with Islamic background. The study has a considerable value for both of the translation and religion. That is to say, the translator, through a reading process, acknowledge inexhaustibility of the text. That is to say, the potentials of the text cannot be satisfied. To leave the connection open to others to consider the text. Readers of literary translation, in particular the students in translation department, should show their responses clearly rather than using good, bad, and nice translations. The study is considered as a model for other researchers to consider non-legislative texts of the glorious Quran, which includes life and the unknown, عالم الشهادة وعالم الغيب. The study also indicates that the translators of the glorious Quran should consider the readers through their translations. For example, Victor in translation D translates I and I in what sin she was slain. This translation has not been considered by students in the southeast of Asia, in the sense that the word slang is culturally used with the dragons rather than with people. The aim of the study is to bridge the gap among different cultures by enabling non-Arab readers to comprehend the translated text that are relevant to their backgrounds. The study approach Bible translation through its long history up to the present and its relation to the translation studies. Also, the study considers glorious Quran and some features of Quranic style. For either, the text consists of two poles, the artistic and the aesthetic. The former is related to the features of the text. As for the latter, it designates the responses of the reader. The meaning is constituted according to the interaction between these two poles. The aesthetic pole has two main variables: the narration gap and the concept of the implied reader. Both of these variables are related to the reading process. Either believes that texts are fraught with undertones and frustration of expectation. That is to say, in modern texts, omissions are viewed clearly so that the intention of the reader is to search for connection to fill the gaps. Because I am an electrical engineer, I present this circuit. According to reader response theory, the author arranged the elements of the text in a similar way that the electrician sets the parts of the circuit. As soon as the switch is on, it symbolizes the act of reading. That is to say, the meaning is constituted in a similar way that the light bulb completes the circuit. The implied reader is unreal reader. The text evokes the implied reader who satisfies.
We want you to read the abstract only. Don't elaborate on the thesis as a whole.
Yes, methodology.
That's it.
That's
That's it?
methodology and
No. The abstract only. Read the abstract.
2 minutes to finish here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. The methodology of this study has four main variables: the questionnaire, the data, the discussion and result, and the model. Okay. This figure of the analysis includes the relationship between number of readings and the informants. That is to say, most informant chooses the text after more than 3 readings, which means that they are unfamiliar with Arabic culture. This is the main important question. Most informants, about 62 informants, choose Islamic translation, while 9 informants choose Christian translation, and 5 informants choose Jewish translation, which means that Muslim readers are geared to choose a text with Islamic backgrounds. The researcher concludes that the first hypothesis is valid, which means that reading process is a crucial request.
No, there is no need to read these. Thanks a lot. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. محضر مناقشة رسالة ماجستير. قامت اللجنة المكلفة بموجب الأمر الإداري العدد 7/18/16 في 7/1/2019 والمؤلفة من السادة الأستاذ الدكتور مهدي فالح خشان الغزالي والأستاذ المساعد الدكتور مها طاهر عيسى والمدرس الدكتور عبد الأمير حسين علي والأستاذ الدكتور كاظم خلف العلي بمناقشة طالب الدراسات العليا هيثم مهدي معتوق عن رسالته الموسومة أريد response study of different translations of سورة التكوير واستنادا إلى الفقرة 5 من المادة 32 من تعليمات الدراسات العليا وفي ضوء قابلية الطالب في طرح موضوع رسالته واستيعابه ودفاعه عنها اتخذت اللجنة التوصيات الآتية. أولا، قبول الرسالة بتقدير جيد جدا بعد إجراء التعديلات عليها والمثبتة طيا بحسب رأي اللجنة.